Hi guys, welcome back. This is now issue 15 of Build the Classic Routemaster. So in this issue it looks like we've got some sort of crossbar. So without further ado, let's go down, crack on and start the build. Okay, so as normal we'll check off the parts, make sure everything is complete. And I'm not going to speak too soon because the last time I did that I got in a bit of trouble. Okay, so it's a fairly quick issue. We're just going to be putting two parts. We're going to be attaching two parts to the suspension bar, the suspension arms bar. Okay, so without further ado, let's just crack on with that. So get all the parts out. And the screws, there we go. So we've got some FM screws with this issue. Okay, so we've got the suspension arms bar and then we've got two shock absorber columns. Now the shock absorber columns seem to be the same in both directions. And there you go. So you've got like a D shape on there with a hole in it, and the same for the other side. Okay, so I'm going to grab the FM screws out. Ready? Because they're FM, obviously they're designed to go into metal, so I'm going to grab my washing up liquid as always. Just grab a piece of plastic that I can just squirt a bit on, and that just helps the screw go in when you're dealing with metal parts. So what we're going to be doing is one of the shock absorber columns, right, obviously as I said before, it's got like a D shape, and that's going to marry up with the D shape on the suspension arms bar just in there. Okay, and we're going to line that up. That's just going to pop in, and yeah, as I say, they're exactly the same either way. There's no reference to it going in a certain way. And then we're just going to take one of the FM screws, a bit of washing up liquid, and then from the other side we're going to secure that into place. And there we go, just do that up as tight as you can, and that is now solid in the suspension arms bar. And then we're just going to repeat exactly the same step for the other side. So pop the suspension, the shock absorber column in there, and again we're just going to tighten that up. Start off slow, there we go, and then we can tighten that up. Because obviously that's like a D shape, that does stay in there nicely while you're trying to tighten that up. Okay, they look good to me, and then that is what we have, and that is the completed assembly for this issue. Okay, so yeah, that was issue 15. Very quick issue this week. Yeah, don't know what to say about it really. Obviously later on, after the build instructions, it just sort of, there's a double page spread on checking the progress. So it's just taking a look at what we've already built, and then sort of it's giving us an idea of the locations on the underneath of the Routemaster where things are going to sit. So yeah, that's a nice bit of detail on there, and then obviously it goes on with the articles. So yeah, as I say, very quick issue, obviously a very important issue, so that's fine. All these parts are made of metal and nice and heavy, so that is going to contribute quite heavily to the overall weight of the model when it's finished. So yeah, next week the rear chassis frame is connected to the suspension arms bar. So yeah, next week we're going to be starting to work with the chassis, and then we're going to attach this suspension arms bar to that. So until next week, please like, share, subscribe. As normal, if you wish to buy me a coffee, there is a link in the description below. And yeah, take care. See you next Wednesday.